What's up, everybody? It's your boy. I am Quartet.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mistakes of all ages, Coach's Section is proud to present unto you from North Carolina by way of Garner, from Garner by way of North Carolina, the one and only Tada! The greatest me. Haters are gonna hate. Can I get a witness up in here? Up in here. Up in here.
Welcome to another explosive episode of the Coach's Section podcast. Don't forget to check us out on Fans of the Coaching Network YouTube channel. And maybe you can check us out on Spotify or Apple, maybe.
Why maybe?
I don't know, man.
You do know. You just said it.
We ain't uploaded in so long.
You said you haven't uploaded in so long. You haven't uploaded in so long.
In order to upload, you gotta have. Come on, man.
Have what?
Come on, man. Stop.
What do you gotta have?
Stop, man.
What do you gotta have?
Stop. The content.
You always talking about you got something in the can or whatever.
I do got one in the can. About 45 minutes.
Okay.
It's a good one too. I'm gonna save it for our holiday special.
Yeah.
Make everybody mad on Christmas.
Sure.
Hold up.
You weren't even ready. That's what made it so funny.
Try to if you talk, try to keep it in the mic. So I think that's how we gotta do it. Play it and just talk over it.
What you mean talk over it?
Like commentary on top of it. When you look at this, make sure you just kind of put the mic right here, man. Like, you know.
To my mouth. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
All right. Hold up.
Hold my hand, Lord. He said, don't call Jesus no more. He put that double barrel shotgun in my stomach. Hallelujah. And he pulled the trigger one time. And I said, Jesus.
That crack was killing me.
He said, don't call Jesus no more.
What?
And he pulled it the second time. The gun wouldn't shoot.
Like, you talking
I
like
said,
I thought you talking about crack. Like crack cocaine. Now what?
He pulled that trigger the third time, and that gun wouldn't shoot. Hallelujah! He threw that gun down,
The safety probably
fell
was
on
on.
his knees, and said, tell your God to save me. Tell your God.
Why she telling like DC? Tell your God.
And now
She
he's
telling
saved.
DC.
And now where my husband at? Where my
church.
husband at? Now he's saved.
Before
Where is my
Oh,
husband?
before Christ. I
He's
didn't know you
saved.
get that deep.
she's
Sanctified.
telling it super
And
epic.
he's my pastor. And
boy.
he's my best friend.
And he's a pastor, she said.
Why he ain't up here with us?
God saved him.
No, why he ain't up there with them?
He's too small.
No, man. He's her pastor. If he's too small, she wouldn't be up there. When I watch videos like that, I see why they say that women shouldn't say nothing in church. I see why there's no longer testimonial services.
There we go.
I see why people don't tell their business.
This the video that Kyrie Irving should have posted.
Nah.
Don't
What's wrong with you, man?
Don't make your spouse look bad by telling an old horrible story.
He still would get suspended if he had posted this right here.
For real?
Yeah, if he would have shared the link to this, they still would have suspended him.
Good gracious.
They would have said something about female abuse or spousal abuse or something.
I don't know, man. Hey, I do think you hit on that, because I think when I first thought about it, because you know sometimes you always hear everybody say, "Man, we got to go back to the way it used to be." And
I don't think that's the way it used to be. But
I
go
don't
on.
either. I was saying to myself, I said, man, all I remember about testimony service was it was always the same couple people, and it always kind of went kind of long, and everybody else that that one person that wanted to say something,
Mm-hmm.
they never really got a chance to say anything.
Why is that?
You
You
know,
saying everybody else was too long? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, everybody was a little long, But that's what I remember from it.
Is that what you remember from testimony and service?
Yeah, I just remember people telling similar testimonies,
Okay, I can see that.
and then I just remember it was almost the same people, and every now and then you get your wild card, but the person that always closed testimony service, they always kind of look around, and they'll make sure they go last, and then all of a sudden, a new person that want to say something, they stand up right before when he get up.
What I remember is,
Yeah.
I mean, every church is different.
Of course.
But as a whole, I remember people getting angry when people wasn't testifying. Like I remember hearing, testify, children. Testify. It's like, man, if nobody, has nothing to say or doesn't feel like testifying, let's move on. Man.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why they kind of cut it off as well. I don't think she was testifying. I think she was preaching. Cause she was behind that sacred podium stand. I think she was giving a sermon, man.
What you call it?
What's that? Sacred podium stand. Podium stand.
You gotta say it with like no mistakes. Sacred podium stand.
Or as my grandfather says, that sacred desk.
Sacred desk.
And obviously, that was a part of. I mean, I haven't seen the whole sermon.
I wish I could see the whole sermon.
I probably wouldn't watch it, but
come on.
I don't think I would watch that whole sermon, man.
You're right, because I know.
But obviously, she married the man that was trying to kill her.
Yeah.
She married him, and he was. I wonder, was they married before, or after? You think they was married before or after? They probably was shacking up.
Well, the way she
because he wasn't robbing her. They was in the same house, right?
He was robbing her.
He was robbing her where? Where was she at when they was robbing?
That part I don't know, but I know it's a robbery.
So she was getting robbed by him.
Yeah,
with a shotgun. She said.
Because she said,
I mean, a shotgun is pretty big to carry around for robbers unless she work at a store
or unless you're in L.A.
Yeah.
They known for having shotguns.
Like walking on the street with a shotgun.
Well, but
she could have seen that coming. You could have seen that coming from.
So
the
you
distance.
saying technically, since she already had Jesus, she should have seen that one coming.
That's what you said, man. you said technically since she had Jesus.
I mean,
and then how did he know she was serving God though? Because he said to her, "Tell your God, to save me."
The way she, I know what you're doing, man.
Like she didn't even say like, "Tell God," how can I be saved? He was like, "Tell your God." She didn't say whoever he is though, right?
Yeah.
Did she say that?
The way she said what Tyler do in his brain, he really trying to make sense of this.
And
and this is normally when
because I'm saying
really said.
I
don't know if I believe this though.
Because he dropped it. I believe.
Should have gave you some detail on this one here.
Well, you already preaching a sermon. You might as well, go into detail. The floor is yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can take your time. But I get and he tried to shoot her in the stomach 3 times.
Yeah.
She said.
She said because one of the times she was like, he shot the first time, it didn't go off.
Yeah.
And she said, Jesus, right?
Yeah, he said, don't say Jesus or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. One between the first and the 2 times, he was like, don't you say Jesus or something like that.
Oh, now I get
Super
it. Now.
aggressive.
So he knew the God that she was serving because she was saying Jesus. Oh, people usually normally say Jesus or
Yeah.
God.
I think it was more like that. Stop saying Jesus. Like he scoring against Jesus.
Here's another thing. He's scoring against Jesus.
Yeah.
What was he robbing her for? And did he get what he was robbing
He probably
her for?
thought she had some money.
Yeah, but he was robbing her, correct?
Yes. He was definitely robbing her.
For something.
Are you nervous because you hear police sirens?
No,
I'm getting a little nervous.
I think it's the fire department.
Okay.
I think that's actually a leaf blower.
Man, that is an ambulance. You hear that little? It's little.
It sounds like 2 different sounds though. I'm moving past.
I appreciate I appreciate we still got pretty good hearing. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lord.
One of us do.
Thank you, Lord. It's definitely an ambulance out there. They're coming for you finally.
It must be just sitting in one spot. Listen, man.
Stop now. Yeah.
Listen to this, man. when you when, that most definitely is a blower, man. That's a leaf blower. I believe there was an ambulance, right? I believe that. But at the same time, I believe someone is blowing leaves.
Yo, man. How rare is that?
Anyway, man, if he was robbing her, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing how this is going to clip. If he was robbing her, did he get what he wanted to start off with, which is usually money, right?
Yes.
Did he get the money and then decide to shoot her? Or was he going to shoot her and then go through her pockets?
I don't know, man. I think, you know what I think? I do think, okay, this is what I think. And I'm assuming that he's I'm gonna assume that
He's a smart man.
you know, a smart,
He married her.
a
Go
smart
on, though.
criminal.
Oh,
criminal.
he most definitely ain't. Go on though.
I'm gonna assume because I was like, man. So he must have. This is what I think what happened. And then you know, this is me really just using my head, my imagination, if you will. So he probably broke in her house.
Oh, so now it's a house robbery. Okay.
We gonna go.
Was the door unlocked and he walked in, or did he kick the door in?
I'm gonna go with. He had a shotgun, so I definitely wouldn't climb on the wall with no shotgun. But if you was desperate, you probably was climbing the window. We'll go with he climbed in the window
with a long shotgun.
long shotgun.
All right.
She was in the back. She was in the back cooking fat back and making biscuits or whatever she was doing. But then she probably heard some noise. She probably went up front. She probably was young at this time, and then as she was coming in the living room,
they cook fatback in L.A.
I'm assuming that she lived in L.A.
Okay, go on. Then she came to the living room. You saying?
Yeah, and he pulled a gun out. Give me all your money. She said, Jesus.
Where did he pull the gun out from? It's a shotgun.
Trench coat.
So he climbed in the window with a trench coat on and a shotgun.
Listen, man.
His trench coat.
Come on, man.
That was a rough climb. Because it's a shotgun, number one, man. Got a little length to it.
Yo,
and it's stiff.
Yeah.
So he's climbing with a stiff shotgun in a trench coat.
We just trying to add some detail, man.
And she's in the back because the kitchen in her house is far in the back.
Yeah. Imagine it's the size of our grandfather's house.
Okay, and his kitchen is in the back.
Yeah, that's what I'm going in my head.
She's in the back cooking fatback.
So look,
he climbed in the front window.
Look, she had to go from the kitchen to the dining room to the living room.
Mm-hmm.
That's at least 3 spots.
And she seen him.
Yeah. Now I don't know what Wendy climbed in. Obviously,
but she seen him.
But she seen it. She said, Jesus.
Because he had the shotgun.
He had the shotgun.
And he said, give me what now? Your money and jewelry.
Yeah, give me your money. Thank you, sir.
And he pressed the barrel against her stomach.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the second time.
And he clicked it because she was moving too slow.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the first time when it went off. She just went, Jesus.
But it didn't go off.
And then he pressed it against her sternum.
Her stomach, I thought she said.
Stomach.
She most definitely didn't say sternum.
Sternum's such a big word. Stomach. And he said, stop saying Jesus. And he clicked it again. Jesus.
Did she say she said it the second time though? Oh.
Yeah.
So even though he said stop saying Jesus, she repeated it.
Yeah.
Got you.
It's at least 3 times.
Got you, man.
I know.
And then he threw down the gun after it wouldn't
and fell to his knees.
And said, tell your God to save me.
To save me.
That's what's up, man. And now they're married.
They're married. How long you think they've been married?
Probably a month or so.
No, man. It got
that probably like happened like
last week.
No, like obviously
I think it's about 30 years.
Yeah, most definitely no 30 years.
You don't think so?
She probably had kids from another marriage. He probably had a couple of baby mamas, had a situation going on. Obviously, she didn't tell her God to save him. She was praying for her husband.
Yeah. Susan said, she said, if he would have fell to his knees, she said, I would have ran right past him, got out of there.
I think that's a natural reaction, man. But instead, this woman seen a potential. She seen a man that she could mold. Like he wanted to be saved, and she was like, "Okay, we'll go with it. Not only can this man be saved, but he can be my husband. I've been longing for this.
First of all, after I do on myself.
As her?
Yeah,
'Cause obviously she want to fight. She
I
from
done
LA.
doo-dooed
This
on
probably
myself.
happened to her several times. Several times, man.
the song, the story sounds so much believable. Like,
It sounds like Shirley Caesar's song about "Hold My Mule."
yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, man. Yo, or
Huh?
either. 'Cause when I look at this, it don't sound like it was in New York nowhere. It just sound like it was.
It don't sound like it was in South Carolina or Florida.
Nah,
Not even Texas.
maybe Texas, but you don't need you can't wear no trench coat.
Not in Virginia. Why you keep adding a trench coat to this, man?
Cause I got
So it was wintertime. Number one,
it gotta be covered, man. Yo, that's the shotgun really is big, man. It's like your whole side right here.
I know what it is.
You own one.
Why you got me telling my
I
business?
gotta watch this guy.
Hey, how
here.
about this then?
I gotta watch this
How
guy.
about she don't even really know what kind of gun it was though? What if you just gave it
Okay.
the name shotgun or something?
Yeah.
Like she put the word shot and gun in the same sentence.
What if it's just a regular gun, but he named it the day he gave his heart to the Lord?
And he told her, like, when you testify about this, it's gonna be called shotgun. You think he was embarrassed?
What? Man, I will be so embarrassed.
He's
man.
my pastor and my husband.
He said, "Where's my husband?" When she said that, he was walking out. There you go, right there. and then she do the little turnaround. I'm like, man.
I wonder sometimes, do people listen in church, or what makes people what's the word? It ain't called witness, right? Or like amen corner.
Maybe
Like,
amen
sometimes when
corner.
people get excited, I mean, everyone's different, but sometimes nothing really has been said yet for someone to get excited. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just start, oh.
Well, it's the expectation of good news.
So that's why they was excited, because the expectation of the good news that she was saying.
See how he do?
Because, you're telling a story. I understand. You telling it, that is a miraculous miracle that he's shooting a gun. We don't even know if it was loaded, though. What if it wasn't? God could have intervened way before that time.
Yeah.
Thanks be to God.
Yes.
But it doesn't go off 3 times. He falls to his knees. He wants to be saved. And whatever he's robbing her for, fat bad a meal, jury money. And she ended up marrying him instead. And now he's saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. And he's her pastor.
Can you imagine her friends, man? If she had some real friends, they be like, "You're a fool." You know they would. Go get it out.
Yeah, I can imagine him saying that, man. Just like that, too.
I don't know why it just sounds so ignorant, but it's funny, man.
But I don't think she got any friends.
Oh, man.
Because if she got any friends, how'd she pick him as a husband? Who proposed to who, you think? You think he proposed to her or she proposed to him?
I think she might propose to him, man. Because I'm going to lock you down or I'm going to call them. Wait a minute. Okay.
You think he still got that same shotgun, too?
I see where this going. Because I really almost said, you either marry me or I'm going to get you locked up.
Jeez. I can see that.
What was the
Cause you think she called the police?
Nah, she ain't called no
I mean, that shotgun was still there.
Well, now
I asked if he's still on that same shotgun, because that's a part of it. Like, think about it. It could be a conversational piece. It's just leaning there against the wall. They be like, "Man, is it dangerous over here?" And you like, "Oh, you don't know?"
Remember that show you talking about how they met the guy, somebody locked up and he meets somebody.
Oh, Love at the Lockup?
It could have been one of them. She was like, "Listen, I'm gonna have to call the police. I already called the police. It's too late. But I'll be waiting for you when you get out."
Who horn just blew?
I don't know.
Did you hear that horn just blow? I know you ain't deaf, man.
I heard something. Oh, that sound like the groundskeeper.
It might be the people back there.
Okay.
That horn sound like it came from over there, though.
It did.
Why does it always sound like a scary movie or something?
Well, I think that's pretty much a wrap on that one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, hey man, I'm happy for them and their relationship. You said 30 years.
Yeah, I think it's 30 years.
You think how long he's been pastoring though? Because he's a pastor.
I give him about half of that.
So he been pastoring for 15 years.
15 years.
How long he been saved?
Oh Lord. Well, let me take that back. Technically, if I'm assuming that they've been married 30 years,
Yeah, he
They-
been saved for over 30 years.
yeah, let's say we'll
Because how long you think they dated?
they probably
Like
they didn't date. They didn't date at all.
so. Hold on, watch this, and I'll let it go after this. So he was saved. We'll say he was saved that night
Yeah.
or that morning. I don't know what time he robbed her, but he was saved that day.
Yeah.
After that day, how soon after that did they get married?
I'm gonna keep it real. I'll probably say about 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
And then after that 3 months, how long did he wait till they start pastoring?
We give him about 5 years.
5 years.
And then we're being generous with that 5. Because
Gotcha.
normally it's about 2 years.
Hey, you actually did call that. That sounds like the groundskeeper.
Yeah.
I don't want to move my car, man.
Man.
To God be the glory.
I can't wait to see this one. My name is Quartet.
Shout out the greatest me.
See you when we see you. Peace.